I've seen a few legacy characters that don't really have their legacy expanded upon or even talked about a lot, so maybe I'll poke you about
Mhm.
that. That seems like a good gateway into, like, a number of conversations.
Yeah,
Alright.
definitely.
Like one thing I figure with a character like this is when his moment of truth comes, because the hero's blade can become any other kind of weapon, and the armor can look like any kind of outfit. When his moment of truth activates, he can sort of channel the spirits in his sword and become a past paladin,
Right.
or maybe change. Like he could turn the sword into a computer and quote unquote attack a firewall or something. Maybe
Mhm.
I'm
if
waiting
we
for
went that
Paladin
far.
to pull out the machine gun.
Oh yeah,
How's this for a legacy?
Get real dark with it. It's like Paladin just text messages everyone don't come to school tomorrow, just a picture of the sword.
I mean, imagine going to his house, right? And he had that long hallway with like artist imagery of like all the past paladins, and they've all
Mhm,
got different armor and weapons. You know, like one's like a hunter with a bow and arrow,
mhm.
another one's
like,
a medieval knight with armor and a sword. Oh, sorry, wait, no, that's modern paladin for some dumb. No, I'm sorry. My brain just started spewing words in my mouth. Don't worry about me.
no, that's fine.
He's a
Well,
Renaissance hero, let him be.
he's 16. Swords are cool.
You mean
It's
he's a
true.
Renaissance era hero?
Like he was all about Lord of the Rings when it came out.
Well, he has to be, right? Thank
Who
God, this is
isn't?
gonna make me cool again.
Oh,
Yep.
canonically, Raz has never seen Lord of the Rings. She thinks it's the most boring shit.
Canonically, she was really into Aragon, though.
You know, you're not wrong, which I didn't know until you said it, but you're right, and I hate it because I read the books and the movie was such a disservice.
So hyped for that new Earthsea. I bet.
I think
Ugh.
I read like the first 2 or 3 books or something, but didn't like finish off the series.
That's because there was like a 6 or 8 year gap between the third and the final book, and I didn't
That
even
would
read the last
probably
one.
be the reason why.
Now, see, I never
Yeah.
read the books. I just watched the movie and had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, I read the books and I didn't have any idea what was going on. Like his mentor character, Braum, was nothing like he was in the books. Didn't even give him the right death scene.
So I guess something to sort of mention here while we're on it. I think we all have influence over each other, don't we?
Whoop, da, da, da. Yes.
Hold on. I am influenced by one of you, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's still just me, isn't it?
No, it's Raz.
Okay.
I'm influenced by Raz and that one NPC. Also,
Mhm.
all adults. So, I guess, unless you get that power to make yourself old real quick.
Yeah. Uh, but generally,
Loophole. Loophole.
since we
Turned
have a
into an
lot of it
adult.
going around between us, if we have influence over someone, it's +1 to all moves targeting them, including rejecting
Yes.
their influence.
Mhm.
So every time we do our defend each other's stake, that's an extra +1.
Yeah. I wanna Oh, interesting. Okay, so I may have misunderstood. You can take an addition Oh, never mind, I didn't. You
Yeah,
get a natural +1, and then you can take an additional +1 on them after the roll if you
if you
surrender the
sacrifice it,
influence.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's how we actually like drain it and can start like giving it back to each other later.
Yes. Which is
I
something I need to start doing.
will
I think it
never
is your go
Um
willingly
to
give
right.
you
I'm gonna be right
influence.
back.
Oh! Interesting, guys. You can use your influence to -2 on take a powerful blow, just saying.
What, from us?
Yeah,
No, I
which I
mean,
imagine
like,
you have to narratively like, you can use your influence to give them a -2 on a move they just made after the roll, and taking a powerful blow counts. So if you were at, like, a 7, you could lower it down to a 5.
interesting. Probably will never do
Yeah.
it, but interesting.
RK will never do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, but I mean, look at. I'm in a weird position right now.
You're RK is in such a spot right now.
I am afraid, I'm angry, I'm guilty, I'm hopeless, and I'm insecure. I also need a lot of money in a short amount of time. And I've been granted godlike powers. So
Shit's
I'm
about to
in
go down.
a weird spot right now. We might be
You're 14.
we might be gesturing ourselves into what's Theta playing next. If this
I
goes wrong, if
mean,
I suddenly get labeled a villain and
you can play as RK's twin brother, Dark-A.
no, I mean I have other ideas too for characters if the need comes to. But I just don't think I'm gonna be seeing a lot of play behind bars with a neck collar thing on and
It's alright, we can figure it out.
I am a 14-year-old guided by hormones. With a gun called Godhood.
Yeah, he's in a pickle. Find out what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I hope not. Those episodes take 30 minutes to go over 5 minutes.
True. True.
That's why I loved Abridged.
Oh man.
Well, that has nothing to do. I mean, if you like Dragon Ball Z and you want the actual Dragon Ball Z, you go with Dragon Ball Z Kai. You're just saying you like the humor episodes of Abridged.
Alright, to be fair though, their take on Cell was not too far from the original.
I don't know. I prefer the they did the thing with Cell is standing there and then all the characters from other media show up to challenge him.
Those are fun.
Yeah. Because, he was
There's
just
a guy
standing there
who's,
for days anyway.
That's all he was doing. Cell is a unit.
I mean, he was my favorite.
No, Cell's honestly my favorite antagonist in the Dragon Ball series.
I don't know about that. He's my favorite straight up, only antagonist. Vegeta will always be my straight up favorite antagonist.
Fair.
But I mean, because he moves to the whole anti-hero, no one touches my Bulma.
Very much so. RK's channeling Vegeta. I'm feeling it now. My favorite character though is Krillin. That's the boy.
Well, he is the world's strongest human.
He's a good guy. He's a good cop. He's a good dad. He's a good husband. He's a good friend.
I don't know. He's a good cop.
Well, when I say he's a good cop, I mean that he's not killing black people.
Didn't he? Pretty sure he
No. I don't recall it.
did. During the what are the tournaments called?
I'm back. I just have food.
Welcome back. How's food?
World Martial Arts
Good.
tournaments.
Well, he wasn't a cop then. I don't think it counts.
I also don't remember him being a cop. So
Yeah.
are you sure you're not thinking about GT and not Z?
Maybe I'm wrong. Let me
And
double check this.
because GT gets what do you call it? GT's not real.
Yeah, no. Let me fact check it. I'll fact check it real fast.
I know in DBZ, the new stuff, Super, I think, you're talking about Krillin, right?
Yes.
Wait, is Super
he definitely-
considered Z? I thought Super was its own thing.
think
Super
it's
is the
its own thing.
continuation of Z. It's the canon continuation.
Well, of course it's a continuation of Z.
Yeah.
But I
it's its
mean,
own
is it
series.
not Z? I
By
thought it was.
that time, he's a cop.
I thought it was Dragon Ball Super, not Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z
it's its
Super.
own series.
Yeah, the way that GT isn't Z, GT
Yes.
was a continuation.
Correct.
Right, so if Krillin is a cop in Super, he's not a cop in Z. Also, wouldn't he be a detective and not a cop?
It's like Japanese street force cop, so.
Well, yes, but a detective is a different rank than a beat cop.
Let me see. By the time of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, Krillin has taken up the job of a police officer.
What is Resurrection F?
It is the movie where Golden Frieza is the thing.
I thought that happened in Super.
Yeah, it's in the Golden Frieza saga,
I did
which
not watch the Golden Frieza saga.
it's weird.
They redo
Because-
it later, and put
Yeah.
it into Super.
So the movie is Dragon Ball Z, and then when they do it again in Super, it's Super.
I stopped watching the movies around Return of Freezer. I want to say was the name of it.
Cooler.
Cooler.
Meta
Freezer was
Cooler,
the
right?
other one, right?
Frieza is the main, like...
No, Frieza
villain.
has two siblings. I think one is Freezer and one's Cooler, isn't it?
You're probably right. Let me fact check. Frieza. There we go.
I know they're all.
Relatives. Chilled, King Cold,
I might be thinking
Mother,
of Chilled.
Cooler, and he has a son? What the fuck?
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot
Anyway.
of if you span out across the media, there's a lot of weird ones like Vegeta's brother shows up that married the weird Boo-like alien.
Oh. Okay, so Frieza's son is in a spin-off manga. It doesn't count.
Maybe I'm thinking of Chilled.
Chilled is his ancestor.
Yeah, I remember that image. That's Chilled.
Oh
Because
god,
that's
he
the
looks
one that
horrendous.
shows up in Bardock,
This
right?
Naruto-looking ass. Yeah.
I don't know, I was more of a fan of Dragon Ball than anything else.
That's valid. Dragon Ball was a good series.
Yeah, it didn't have this weird power spikes. It was just, this kid is super powerful. And that's it.
Dragon Ball Z changed the tone of shonen forever. Everything's this huge power game now. It's like I was with Naruto from like beginning to end, and I'm like, I'm watching it and seeing. I'm wondering how it went from the show about ninjas throwing weapons at each other to like gods dropping comet nukes on each other. It's like
I
what
stopped
happened?
watching Naruto around the pain fight.
That's not a bad endpoint. That's okay.
The art went weird. Like, it went
Yeah.
cartoony. And I was like, I got I got what I wanted when Naruto shows up in the ruins of the city. And everyone's
Yeah.
there is like, Naruto! And I was like, yeah! That's literally everything I ever wanted from the series. I'm done.
Basically.
Well, yeah, because it's all about acceptance. And then suddenly
Yes.
he shows up to fight and win. And Hinata says, I love you. And it's like, yes, that's what I wanted. And then Sakura's like, yeah, you're here. We need your help. And it's like, yep. I'm done.
It honestly, if you stopped there, that's a good conclusion.
Yeah.
I read the manga. I didn't really watch the anime. I just went back and looked up certain fight scenes I wanted to see. The animation got real fucking weird around the pain arc. I think they swapped studios or something.
And I used to watch Bleach, and then I stopped watching that. Now I only
Oh,
ever
Bleach got garbage after the Arankar arc.
see all I ever cared about was Kenpachi. So I just watch any Kenpachi
Yo,
fight.
the final arc of Bleach though, Kenpachi, that's the boy right there. He got his Bankai and everything. It was crazy.
Yeah, but everything anybody who ever knew anything about Kenpachi guessed was right. Like, the little girl
Yeah,
is his sword. And
his
it's like,
sword and
yeah, it's like
yeah,
we guessed that like season 1. And it's like,
literally everyone
and then
knew.
everyone's like, no, that couldn't be it. She's got her own backstory and everything like that, and she's got her own sword. How would that work? It's like, well, she is though.
And Kenpachi's dummy powerful, like the strongest guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he has to weaken himself so that he can fight other people because he wants a good fight. Like, oh, I put these bells on my hair so you could hear me coming.
Like literally, the biggest plot twist was, hey, leader of the medical squad was actually the most strongest guy the whole time. Like, oh, okay. Now
Yeah,
Kenpachi's the strongest again.
well, yeah, but she also had a thing for Kenpachi, and then like let herself be killed so he could keep going.
Yeah.
I guess
Basically,
also,
shonen anime is garbage now, and I keep drinking it in.
I mean, to the degree that Kenpachi, to get stronger, used his sword with both hands. Literally had to
Oh my
get
god.
almost nearly killed before he realized, okay, both hands.
I was watching this one like really whatever villain of the week anime before, and this dude got this mech and it had like a laser sword, and he was getting his ass kicked this whole time, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is why I'm losing. I only know how to fight with two swords," and he gets the second sword and just starts bodying everything for the rest of the show.
I mean, it's dumb, but it's great because it's like it's Kenpachi. He's not smart. He just wants a good fight, and he'll like go to the death, could go down to the mat, have a good fight. It's like,
As far as like D&D terms are considered, he's like the barbarian.
well,
He'll do
yeah,
it.
because I mean, there's that one movie. I think it's with what's his name, little kid who's ice powers.
I know who you're talking about, but every time I want to say his name, I say Byakuya instead, and that's Flower Man.
Is the movie where he gets like crushed under a building and he doesn't show up for a long time, and then
I want to say Toshiro.
starts with I want to say it starts with a T. But I mean, later on, you see the bottom of the building just light up, and boom, he's cut through the building. He's lifting the whole fucking skyscraper up. It's like, yep, there's Kenpachi.
Yeah, Toshiro Hitsugaya.
And then he's got the whole crew behind him that just fucking loves him and follows him around. One of the earliest videos on my channel is Kenpachi's theme from Dark of the Bleeding Moon, the live stage musical performance.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, no, I love those.
Bleach's music was on point, I'll say that.
Dude, that sounds awesome, really.
Hey, what are you eating?
Fried chicken.
Can I have some?
No, it's mine.
This man's eating fried chicken, didn't bring enough to share.
I'm eating taco chips.
Oh man, Kenpachi's theme slaps. That's a really fucking good cosplay too. He's got the right face for it and everything.
Well, I mean, yeah, after the makeup, he's got the right face for it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but fair point. Sometimes I forget how crazy makeup can get.
But yeah, no, they were good. They did a couple of them.
Ooh.
I mean, obviously, would have been better with subtitles, but whatever.
It's alright. I can appreciate vocal content.
Well, I mean, when I watched it, it had subtitles, but when I ported it over to YouTube so I could save the Kenpachi theme, 2010, I wasn't so good.
Hey, it's all good. That was a fun little time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you never switched the stream overlay.
To what?
Oh,
The be right back screen.
No, I did. And then y'all
it
came
did.
back and what?
And now we're back.
Yeah, you guys came back and started talking about game-related shit. So I turned back to this.
Oh,
Uh,
fair.
I just
Fair.
mentioned the mechanic real quick, but
No,
I mean,
y'all were talking about like literally all character-related matters. So it's like, well, I might as well get this recorded.
Yeah, Ark and I were trying to figure out how to get a scene
yeah,
together. I think I figured it
Yeah.
out though.
yeah, and I'm gonna be interested in watching that go down.
Kudos on getting in with your mom's antagonist.
Yeah, doing the slow reveal here.
Wait, your mom's antagonist? You mean the hero?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Protagonist and antagonist are perspectives.
if I had just like come clean and said like, and I took your stuff, I would have had like all four respect in a single go, could mark an advancement and go off with it.
But where's the drama in that?
Exactly. What I want to happen is the consequences of my actions that hit me, and then I have to admit that it was all my fault.
Well, you don't have
That's
to.
the drama.
That last part
Well,
is completely optional.
it is optional, but it'll get me an advancement. So I'm gonna do it when it happens. I just want terrible stuff to happen
I
first.
have failed so much this session that I'm almost another 5 potential in.
Oh yeah. Like I think I gained 3 after we did the stuff. So I already advanced once, and I now got 4 total points to my attributes,
I will
to my
be the
labels.
most advanced kid in jail.
It's okay. You're doing your time. You're getting a learning experience.
Yeah, every time we have to go out and do something, I'm gonna show up in the orange jumpsuit, and people are gonna take the collars and all the restraints off of me.
Why do you think the Phoenix Academy outfit is orange?
Mini
Half the
Hellbinder. All good.
population's already on probation. Teachers included, it seems.
All right, we're bringing you back to school just so we can do the mind scans on you, because you also have this weird thing going on with you there. Plus, you're locked up for robbing a bank. Plus, there's some weird counts of, I don't know, beating up a woman.
I still got the steal stuff move, but I need to have more ideas of what and who to steal
Oh,
from,
god
you
damn
know?
it. Now I'm. Okay. You
Okay,
know,
I'm just gonna say, sooner than later, we should totally go invade that classroom. Just saying.
I just want to point out that now that you've declared Madeline your love, and I've leveled up a little bit, it seems like I've copied her in every aspect, but I swear I put it all down before she started saying all this. I've got constructs, and you're like, oh, I loved it when you made those things, and now you're saying that you've got the stealing move, and snipe was something that I picked to, take something from somebody at a distance.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
Well,
Jesus
mine is more
Christ.
just like, hey, you're a cool hero or villain. I'm gonna take your stuff and I'm gonna use it, and I'll be back later.
Oh, Snatch. Mine's called Snatch.
Yeah, mine just all the best stuff.
Yeah, I can take from somebody a person-sized thing.
Mm-hmm.
Should have just taken Raz's credit card. One of them, anyway.
Why would I steal from you?
To get the junkyard.
Why would I steal from you?
I mean, you're gonna punch me in the face. It's not too different.
It is
Obviously,
completely
you should just
different.
steal from a paladin.
There is an imperceptible level of thought process going on here that cannot be understood by anybody other than the person thinking it. I need to do these things because I feel like I need to do them. And it is
Honestly, it's the
impossible to
correct path.
explain. Yeah. Well, it's not the correct path because I've clearly got to rob a bank.
Well, I mean, it was the correct path up until that point.
Yeah, up until this guy became completely unreasonable of what can I give you that will allow this to happen? And his only response is money, lots of money. Not like
Hey, he's got a junkyard business to run.
Yeah, but I'm also a hero attending an academy. I could get you or do a lot of things like, hey, there's like an unlimited amount of power sets available in this world.
Mhm.
Can one of those power sets be employed at a junkyard? Probably. His like
Oh, you could have offered him free labor.
I offered him a free boon of anything he'd want. He didn't take it. He says, "I want money." Right?
Yeah.
Not, hey, I can lift all these
You
cars
have
and put them in the
invincible
thing,
power.
or I could
Couldn't you just drop
condense.
gold doubloons on him or something? Just summon them out of the ether?
Honestly, I could construct money. I can construct piles of money, but it will all disappear before the date time. So what's it matter?
Ah, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, you'd get to get away with it.
No, I wouldn't get away with it. I'd leave, the scene would end, and the money would disappear.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. Did you bring enough
Okay.
food to share with the class?
No.
Come on, no one's sharing today. That's twice I've been denied.
3 times, and you know what happens.
Oh, I think I die.
Now you get crucified. Death comes later.
Oh shit. Well, I could just be like Arcane and keep pushing. A good role model.
Fake it till you make it.
Anyways, so Raz wanted to hang out with Paladin.
Yeah. So I was thinking, RK went off to go do his thing. Madeline probably said, "Yo, I got a thing to take care of. We'll meet back up with you." So I think Raz's alarm went off on her phone, and she's like, "Oh, well, probably time to go get back to school. Do you want to walk together?"
Sure.
And so they'll leave the mall and start going back towards the school. And Raz is going to be like, "So you keep talking about like your legacy, like your dad or something. I don't keep up too much with like old heroes, but like what's up with that?"
Oh, well, in my family, we've been inheriting a magic swords for hundreds of years now, and I'm just the latest in a long line of people to hold it.
So that sword you're always using, that's like your family's been using that?
Yeah, it was created by the wizard Melvin of Germania in the 15th century.
Names and times, cool. Yeah, totally. So like, could I like use your sword sometime? She's got like big puppy eyes.
Out of character. I don't know if it would exist outside of his hand if he would let somebody else hold it.
Was
I
that out of
think
character or in?
yeah, that was out of character.
Okay.
Like, would that even be possible for him to summon it and then let somebody else hold it?
I
That's
think
up
that's
to you.
something you tell us.
Right. Okay. Well, I figure anytime it leaves his hand, it would disappear, and he would just have to summon it back again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So back in character.
Okay.
Sadly, I can't do that. Once it leaves my hand, it disappears. It still
I mean,
exists in
oh,
astral space near me. I can just pull it out, but nobody else can hold it but me, or the person, or my next of kin when I grant it to them.
jeez. You guys all have some like really cool and flashy powers. Like, I don't know, like Madeline has her magic thing, you have your cool sword armor man, and RK is like a god, and like
Right?
I got turned into a goat? It's like weird they put us on like the same team. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, our
And
abilities
I
must complement each other in some way.
think I'm expressing a vulnerability or weakness.
Ooh.
Like she's being really casual about it, but like I think it
Yeah.
is starting to register. Like, yeah, I'm real strong and I like what I do, but like, geez, I'm like walking around with some demigods. It's kind of daunting. Um,
He'll put a hand between her shoulder blades, platonic.
yeah.
And, I think you do very well for yourself. You're incredibly tough. You're very strong, both inside and outside. I've seen the way you eat.
She's gonna she's gonna laugh at that and like pat her like very full stomach. Like, yeah, I didn't eat like that before, you know. And she points to her horns. I was actually pretty small. I guess whatever they did to me is it's hit on a lot of levels.
Yeah,
And I would like to express I'm definitely sharing a vulnerability. Which I give you influence over me, which you already have, so you can shift my
oh,
labels.
it doesn't. It says I don't have it, so I'll add it in and let me shift your
Oh,
labels.
I thought I gave it to you at a creation. No, wait, hang on. Oh, no. You don't have influence over me, so now you do.
All right. Well, then you don't have to shift your labels. It's all good.
Woo. And I hold two now, which basically I can use these holds to help you as if it was team pool without it being team pool, but only with you.
Well, that's cool.
That's my vulnerability or weakness thing. But yeah, your praise is gonna like she's gonna smile again. I think this is the first time she's ever felt like insecure about her powers, and I think I'm going to elect to take a condition for that.
All
But
right.
she does kind of put a smile on and be like, yeah, no, you're probably right. I'm good at what I do, I guess.
Yeah, I'll definitely comfort or support you to turn that condition around. Although very bad at it right now, so we'll probably fail.
Hey, let's see what happens.
So what do you say?
Oh
Well,
boy.
apparently something very bad. No,
Oh
I
boy.
think you're all right. I saw the way you ate the paper on the burgers. That was amazing. Of course, that probably just embarrasses her further.
Yeah, she's definitely keeping that insecure marked after that. She's kind of like hug her arms into herself and just be like, yeah, yeah,
And of course,
yeah.
Aura's gonna will like, oh shit, look what I did.
Let's just keep walking,
Yeah,
and that's probably seen.
Yeah, all right. Uh oh, so you oh I didn't see I didn't so you failed your all right. Well, Paladin, in your you attempt to cheer up Raz goes horribly wrong. And you yourself I don't know. Pick uh take your pick between angry, guilty, and insecure, because they all kind of fit here.
definitely guilty.
All right, because it's like,
Theta, Raz cleared angry and hopeless at the mall.
And you gained insecure while I was away?
Yes,
Okay. Got it. We're up to date.
because Paladin made her feel weird about eating paper.
all right. So the last thing I really had planned for today, because, but I guess we could go back to the school. But what? So what would Arcade was going back to the Pink? What was he actually going to do? It's kind of important.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't like walk to the bank. I mean, obviously, don't want to be seen as much as possible. So, I know the layout of the bank now because I helped defend it. To probably move, my double move in out of the vault and just take a bunch of money. I mean, I hate
So
to be
you're actually
describing it.
going
I have no choice. You forced my hand. Look at my emotional spectrum.
You're really feeling it.
It's not my fault.
So you're
This junkyard owner has really pushed me in such a way. He
Oh
could have
god, yeah, you're
asked for
forcing.
he could have asked for anything. He has in this world where heroes are all over the place. Could have had me done work for him. Could have done anything, but he's like, no money.
so. All right. So yeah.
Before you continue, host, that gave me a 5 potential being a complete douche, so I'm
Uh-huh.
picking Sanctuary as my advancement.
Okay.
Sanctuary is such a good feature.
Yeah, it's from the Doomed. I believe to take that, you go on your character sheet and you.
Oh, yeah, I've done that already.
Yeah. Yep. You just click the advanced, and you take advanced special.
Right.
Click that button, and it'll give you your sanctuary. Um.
I'll put down the details of it later when we're
Yep.
not in game.
That's fine. We're gonna be wrapping up here soon. So yeah, so you're going to actually take money from the bank vault.
Yes, I'm teetering on the edge of a breakdown.
All right. Are you
Also,
trying to
RK is not
be?
that great either.
So, are you trying to be stealthy about it,
Of
or
course I
are you just
am.
like?
I don't want to be caught. Preferably,
All right.
I'm going to put this out there, in RK's mind, in RK's delusional mind, what he is hoping to happen is that he'll steal the money, he'll use what he has to get the things done, and then he'll steal it back and drop it off back off at the bank. I know that that's never going to happen, but
All
to
right.
know where RK's at.
All right. Well, you think you did well. But we'll leave that for later because it's about time for you guys to get back to the school. But you can pay the junkyard guy if you want to.
Well, yeah, I have to.
All right. So yeah, you pay him, but then it's time to get back to school. So we'll have to do this date some other time, or the date will have to be a rain check.
Fuck that.
Um.
I just robbed a bank. You think I'm not going to leave school grounds?
Right, well, you want to take? Well, it's about time to.
Also, they gave us the day.
I guess so. Um. Uh. Well, they basically told you to get back by sundown.
Okay, I can get around that, I feel.
Manipulate the
All right.
very forces of the earth. Perpetual moon.
I will make his day last forever. I mean, to be fair, just
That's as appropriate as possible.
to be fair, I did also take the flare of overcharge in my last set of 3, so that I could get a 10 plus on my whatever the thing is where you use your powers to change the environment and everything like that. So conceivably, if I was able to simulate an eclipse, I could simulate daytime.
All right, yeah, definitely could.
I mean,
meta, I like it.
I mean, well, I'm not changing the clocks or everything like that, but at the same time,
We were told sundown.
yeah, and if the sun doesn't go down, then I could have this date up until the normal time that we would come back. just to get around their weird rules.
All right. Well, then if you want to go on this fight date with Raz, then you're more than welcome to.
To be fair, it doesn't start with a fight.
It
Oh.
ends with the fight.
Yeah, I mean, it starts with dinner. Now, to be fair, I'm not well versed in the layout of the city. I don't go out much. I don't go out with many people. So, hey, Madeline, what are you doing right now?
Oh, I guess I'm just kind of walking back to school, heading back onto school grounds. So what's gonna happen?
I will appear before you.
Oh, hello, RK. Madeline is completely unsurprised by this.
Really? I figure you would be, since I don't appear before you at all, ever.
Well, she's not surprised by your power. She's very well aware you can do whatever you want. So that you're suddenly here is like, guess he decided to.
Okay, well, I mean, I wasn't coming here to surprise you anyway.
Yeah.
But Baka.
Miss Lafayette.
Miss, is that how we're doing it now?
I'm sorry. Were you married?
I
My
suppose give it a few
apologies.
years.
Miss Lafayette.
Oh, go on, RK. What is it you want?
What's a good restaurant?
Good restaurant. And I'll sort of start thinking about it. I want to actually give him a good recommendation.
Ooh.
How about I roll superior and see if I can answer that question? Adequately.
All right.
What? Hey, I can. Oh, yes. I remember one. I remember because I was there once when I was young. It's actually very fancy, has a little bit of a dress code, but you're sort of perpetually dressed up.
How old are
You
you
should
right
be.
now?
We're like 13, 14, aren't we?
So when you say young, what do you mean like 5 years
Yeah.
ago when you were 8? You're not talking about
Yeah,
Chuck
like
E. Cheese,
7,
are you?
8 or something. It's like, I remember liking a cheeseburger, but they had like all these fancy things on the menu at the time. I really kind of want to go back at some point. Oh, would you like to go there with me, RK?
No.
I'll have to make my own. I'll have to make my own trip then.
No.
Why the sudden interest?
I'm taking Raz on a date.
Oh, you are. Well, best of luck with that. I remember hearing a lot of screaming.
What, from the restaurant?
From you two.
I don't remember that.
Oh, maybe it sounded louder to me. Is everything alright between the two of you?
It's fine. I leave.
Alright. Madeline just sort of shrugs and goes, I guess it's not.
I go to the restaurant. I check out the restaurant ahead of time. I want to make sure she didn't send me to a Chuck E. Cheese or some weird child restaurant.
No, this is a legitimate recommendation at this point.
Right, but you went there when you were younger. Also, how long ago? Wouldn't you been under the care of your villainous mother at that time?
I'm gonna say it probably stopped shortly after that.
I just want to make sure that the restaurant you sent me to isn't gonna blow in my face as some sort of embarrassing experience. Like, A, do they have a
A
ball
restaurant
pit?
of dashed hopes and dreams.
I don't want to make sure the restaurant doesn't have
No.
a ball pit. Also, I want to make sure that the restaurant isn't burnt to the ground because your mother went there once.
It's probably still there, would be my guess.
It's still there.
How
What
many
is
Michelin
what's
stars does it have?
You're the one making up this restaurant, Madeline. So you tell me.
Yeah,
Let's go
Griffin,
ahead and say it has 2.
2,
what's the
so
name of this
Wow, that's
restaurant?
super fancy.
it's not super fancy. Michelin stars are only based on the amount of distance you go out of your way to get to it. So 2 Michelin stars means it's not worth making a day trip for.
What's the name of this restaurant? What's it called?
How's its Yelp review, Madeline?
Oh gosh, I gotta
Tell
make
us.
an entire fictional restaurant.
That's masks, baby.
Let's call it a French restaurant. Let's say it's just named after the chef who runs it.
Which
So it
is
is fancy
named.
because it's not a franchise. It's literally just a professional chef works there.
So what's the name of the chef?
Let's call him Pierre Morgan.
What's your mother's name again?
Morgan Lafayette.
Oh no!
It's
Oh,
reversed,
no.
so it's fine.
There's no way this can go wrong.
How many French names do you know? Just wanna throw
None.
out there.
Okay, we'll switch it up to LaCroix.
They're all Morgan.
Guess what they serve for drinks?
This stream is sponsored by.
Pierre.
All right. So,
So,
yeah.
Pierre LaCroix.
Sorry, how was that Yelp review again?
You get like a whole Iron Chef episode. It's like a culinary rainbow set out before you by professional chef Pierre LaCroix, studied in France for 10 years.
It's very good. It's
Lay,
very
he brings
good.
culinary delight to treat all the senses.
All right.
So there you go. Very fancy restaurant.
I've already paid the junkyard owner.
Oh.
Do you want me to roll burn for all these things that I'm doing?
No, no,
Okay. I mean,
no. You just
You'll
do them.
die.
yeah. So yeah. I guess due to all my conditions, I'm sweating bullets and look like shit. But yeah, I guess I'll show up wherever Raz is, because conceivably I don't have to meet her anywhere. I can just show up somewhere.
She's walking alone with Elroy.
Yeah.
This can only go well.
I don't know. I don't see Elroy as a threat. I don't even know Elroy's real name. I just think of
Fair.
him as Paladin. Here's the problem that Elroy has, in my eyes, is that he has status, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
and that status puts him in RK's head above being a person.
That's fair.
Paladin's not a person. He's a role. He's a figure. It'd be like if you found out that Superman was seeing your girlfriend. It's like, it's Superman. He's not doing anything.
Right.
I'm not going to think Superman is making moves on my girlfriend.
That's fair.
That's how Superman gets away with it.
Yeah, probably.
That's true.
Also, he's so fast you'd never see him coming. But
Oh. Double entendre, baby.
So yeah, I'm not threatened to see Paladin walking with Raz.
With her looking visibly, like, uncomfortable.
Well, that's different now.
like I was saying before, she's kind of like hugged into herself after that comment, like looking away from him, like
Aw.
probably at the ground.
See, now it's like Bizarro Paladin. What's going on here? I think that's what happens is I appear floating in midair above you both, and what's going on here?
Oh, RK. Hey, we're walking back to school. My alarm went off. She's like just looking anywhere but Elroy.
And Elroy just looks like I'm trying to think of the word here, but he knows he fucked up. It's that kind of look on the face.
No words?
He just says hello, waves.
What's going on here? Hello. This is the appropriate reaction. I'm human as well.
Young teens.
Is that all?
Well, he looks over at Raz like, what? I said something stupid.
She's not going to deny it, but she's not going to confirm it either.
Here's the problem: is that RK is socially not there, so I can't think of
Is-
any appropriate response for him to give other than, all right, he's gonna look at Paladin and say, "You can go now."
Oh man.
He will just nod and say, "I'll see you later, Raz,"
Yeah,
and head back to school.
see you tomorrow. And I think before RK has a chance to say anything, she's going to assuming you're still floating above her as you do.
As I do.
Mhm. Uh we we passed the bank thing, and she's going to like look at the sky, and the sun hasn't moved, and she's going to just take it. It's like, do you want to just like go now? And like she's less eager about the date and more eager to just like get her mind off of that conversation.
Beat of sweat. What, to the bank?
What bank? What? No, the you were taking me out on a date, weren't you?
Yes. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, great. Let's go do that then. Let's go do
Reach down
something
a
not
hand.
here. She'll take it without another word.
You know, teleport.
She's
To the
gonna
restaurant.
land and kind of like dizzy step for a second.
Yeah, to the restaurant. I think that's a good first move. I did visit there earlier, so I would have made reservations.
Oh, Pierre Lacroix, you're going really out of your way.
Am I?
I mean, yeah, that's one of the better places around.
I honestly wouldn't know. I got this as a recommendation, so I'm hoping it is good. It
I
did
mean,
not even occur to me that you travel in these circles and would know better than I what quality restaurant this is.
yeah, I'd say the best restaurant in town is probably the Golden Lamb, but I don't eat there anymore, for reasons.
I'm sorry, do you not eat meat?
I eat a lot of meat. I just don't partake of. Look, it's really
Lamb
weird to
specifically?
eat goat or lamb or any of that, and that's like their signature thing. Can
I
we
don't
just go in?
know a lot of places that serve goat, now that you mention it.
Well, it's like lamb, but some people are weird.
Well, yeah, people that eat goat, for one thing.
Forever barred from Burger King.
Burgers are cows, and I didn't hear cow. Well, you're not here. I don't know why I'm responding to you in character. Madeline, get out of here. Why are you here?
My cell phone, unlike you.
She's like, I told you I wanted to come back. Oh man, is Madeline actually crashing the date, or is that just a joke?
No, definitely not.
Madeline's here with
Okay.
Elroy. And then he said,
Um,
no.
Raz kind of like realizes she's severely underdressed for this, and then decides she doesn't care, and she just like, okay, let's just go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Noticing that you look down at yourself or something like that, and, does one of those, and I guess I'll use my construct power to make clothes.
Oh, interesting.
I wouldn't change, though. Those are gonna vanish in a while. So
Oh,
maybe
geez.
something that's comfortable that can fit over top of what you're wearing while still looking presentable.
Yeah, I actually have a reference from her original face claim of something that I liked seeing her in. I'm gonna find that while we get the scene set.
Yeah, Griff, describe the restaurant that you've created, what it looks like on the inside.
Damn. We're gonna say it's going to be clean brown marble, and maybe like a small little quartet in the corner playing live music.
Griff has been to high quality restaurants in the past.
Definitely never. been to like once.
I'm still not completely sure that you're not talking about Chuck E. Cheese.
The Chuck E. Cheese decorated in brown marble.
I mean, in the
There's
back
also
corner of Chuck E. Cheese, there is a quartet playing music.
and there's
They are robots, but they are playing music.
wait, when did Pierre Lacroix get a ball pit in the corner?
The LaCroix at Chuck E. Cheese.
God damn you, Madeline!
Combination Pizza Hut fresh restaurant.
Also a gas station on the side.
I don't remember there being pizza here.
Not a great recommendation. But yeah, you know, do all the things. Walk in, wait for the reservation, wait 40 minutes to actually get a table, pull out a
It's the middle of
chair.
the day. It's the late afternoon, so it's not going to be that long.
Well, it's going to be late afternoon for a long time.
That's fair enough.
I think at one point Raz is gonna look out the window. You guys have been like waiting for almost an hour. She's like, "That sun isn't moving."
Well, I'm sure his father will be here soon.
Okay, that's actually she's actually gonna laugh at that.
But it is close to dinner time, and when the clock strikes around 6 o'clock, Paladin and Madeline have already got back, but both of your communicators start going off while you're at dinner.
I ignore it.
Like the communicator, as in hero business, or like her phone.
As in your school communicator.
Oh, geez. Okay. Raz is a good girl. She'll check it.
And she'll say, have you where are Raz, are you with RK? It would be Haunt.
Okay. Let's check my character sheet real fast to see if I said I feel anything about Haunt.
Oh man, it's getting weirder and weirder all the time.
Okay, no, I did not. Yeah, I'm with RK. Is something wrong?
It's 5, it's almost time for it's almost lights, it's almost it's 15 past when I told you guys it's 15 past sundown. It's 6:15. You guys are supposed to be back, at 6. Why aren't,
Uh,
where the hell are you?
Raz is gonna raise an eyebrow and then slowly look up at RK, and then slowly look back down at the phone, and then point like the camera on the phone outside to show that the sun is still very much out, and be like, "It's the sun hasn't set. We were told to
And
come back at sunset."
this Hunt, put me on speakerphone.
She's going to give RK a really apologetic look and do so.
It's not going to be Haunt speaking. It's going to be Vice Principal Cotterill speaking. RK, get bring bring Raz and you get back here this instant.
I was really hoping he was gonna come by through like, okay, put the sun back.
I
I
was
think Raz.
tempted.
I think Raz is going to like take it off speaker and like point the camera back at her, and her expression is like genuinely kind of worried, but like really apologetic, and be like, "Look, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening, but we're at like a really nice restaurant, and our food's about to arrive. Can I maybe please do something so that we can at least like have the food? He already kind of paid for it. He went really out of his way, like uncharacteristically." And she's gonna look up at him, another apologetic look, like, nice. Like, I know, and I'm sorry, but maybe I can stay after and help clean something in exchange. I promise we're
It's like
being okay.
as Vice Principal will, you know, say, finish your lunch, but then you're coming straight back, and and I'm sending somebody there to make sure of it. And you'll hang up.
Uh, okay, I didn't even get to say yes, ma'am.
Beep,
Okay.
beep. Yes, sir. This
Yes,
was
sir. Sorry.
Cool, we get to finish lunch, which is tomorrow. We got plenty of time.
No, RK, no, you're. Oh
You are
goodness.
back. Knock, door knock.
Okay.
As
This is dinner. We got to come back for lunch.
as not too long after your food arrives, the waiter will
please.
come up and will say, you'll see your favorite teacher, RK, or sit down at a table nearby. Uh, she'll just sort of wave a hand at you both.
Raz is going to very innocently and gratefully wave back.
I'm facing the wrong direction.
Like
Intentionally.
Raz kind of realizes she was put in a situation and she didn't until she was called. So she's apologetic on her face. I'd mark guilty, but we're already guilty.
Both of us.
Looks like my pharmacy ran out of bottles.
Is that a pouch?
Yes, it's a Ziploc bag.
That's ghetto as heck.
I mean, I guess this is the year for that to happen.
So
Fair.
her hand will form into, like, her wrist will take the shape of a watch, and she'll just sort of gesture to it, which you can see, Raz, but
Shiva has that power?
RK, she has
She's
shapeshifting.
shapeshifting.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what
Yeah.
Shiva's powers were.
Elasticity, shapeshifting, absorption, and other slime powers.
Sorry, in my head, she was just an ice power person. I don't remember. I remember why I hate her or don't like her. No, I don't even hate her. I just think she's worthless.
I
So-
really want to express all of the apologetic and guilty looks that Raz is occasionally shooting her. Like, she realizes she got herself into a situation and she does not want to be in trouble
I'm
at the
gonna
school.
see this. I mean, I'm not looking at Shiva, obviously, but I can see Raz looking like that. I will use Construct again to make a wall partition. One of those, like, folding numbers with, like, a Chinese, like, motif around it. I know, we're in a French restaurant, but they look better when they're Chinese.
That's a good argument, honestly. I can't fight that.
Just so that
no,
we can't see, the eye line. So
She's gonna stretch over the wall.
it's
That's
not a wall.
exactly-
It's one of those folding things.
Well,
Mhm.
the thing is that you're dealing with the slime, and so that really doesn't mean jack.
Right, but I mean, she's gonna make a bigger presence of herself in the middle of a restaurant than we are trying not to notice her. Other than I guess
Mhm.
Raz
Yeah.
intentionally trying to.
You just make you just made something appear out of nowhere, and you're saying you're not making a big scene.
Right, because I made a little wall room divider up here, whereas she's using slime powers to look inhuman. I made something that
So
naturally fits into the room's environment, whereas she is like stretching limbs and whatnot to.
fair enough.
I would
She's
also
just
like it to be known that even though you're not paying for the dinner, Raz clearly does not care about the price tag when she's ordering.
I mean, yeah. Clearly, I don't care either. Because my intent is to, at some point, get the money back. But
Mhm.
someone's going to get wronged here. So at the end of the day, also, also all these conditions.
That's a lot of conditions. But I imagine this awkward dinner just goes on until their plates are clean.
Yeah,
And
at
I
some
can't
point,
imagine.
at some point, there's no salvaging the discomfort that I can see on you. So,
Yeah. And like I'm not trying to control the setting NPCs, but I imagine like as soon as like the last bite is eaten, she just like slimes herself over
as
the wall and reforms and is like, okay.
as soo- um as soon as as soon as you basically pay for your meal, Shiva will walk around the divider and say, all right, kids, you've had your date. Time to go back to school."
Raz doesn't say anything. She just gets up and obliges. but she does give a look that's half like thank you and half geez that was awkward to RK.
My lady, can I take your hand? God, I hate saying my lady. My lady, can I take your hand?
You're an awkward 14-year-old. Of course
Yeah,
you're gonna
I
say my
am.
lady.
Of course, I'm wearing a fedora and.
She's going to look to Shiva for a nod or a shake of the head.
She's just going to. She's not gonna give you either response. And she's like, Raz, there's a car waiting for you outside, ready to take you to school. Young man, I suggest you get to school as fast as possible because the vice principal would like to have a word with you.
Raz is in trouble.
So do you
You're
not
not
take
the one
the
who's.
hand?
You're not. You're the one who. You're the one who decide. You're not the one who decided to slow down to freeze the position of the sun so that you could have a date. So
She's
you're.
gonna look. She's gonna look at RK and be like, "Did you actually do that for me?"
I am still hand gesture at you.
Oh, jeez. Raz is going to. She's gonna give him that smile again and be like, I'll take the car." She realizes the position she's in. She's like, "I'll see you tomorrow in class,"
I guess that's
and
also.
she'll leave with Shiva.
Damn it. That was gonna be my end to teleport you to the junkyard.
I know it was, and I wanted to do it, but Raz did not.
Raz is an innocent. You wouldn't be blamed for anything. I'm apparently the bad boy now. So, literally, all the blame would fall on me. You can't control where I do and don't teleport you. Is the legal defense.
That is the legal defense.
But
Can I
yeah.
retcon my decision, actually, CMC?
I guess.
I mean, don't
but-
let my arguments after the fact dissuade what has already happened. If you're going out,
No,
I
no, you're right. No, Raz would have taken the car. I can't. Raz would have taken
Yeah,
the car.
yeah.
Yeah.
like Raz would know that if she willingly took RK's hand with the teacher standing right there, then she would no longer have an excuse to. That she would deliberately be disobeying what a teacher asked her to do, and so.
Yeah.
But RK didn't say anything though. So the thing
Right.
is, he says
Well,
my
he said
lady.
my lady.
Yeah, which only means that I'm helping you get out of your chair or walking you to the car. It could mean any number of things. Assuming that it meant RK was going to teleport you somewhere is a stretch.
Well, yes, but
Just because
anyways.
it's a known power set does not mean.
Yeah.
Again, legal arguments
Yes.
from the
Alright,
non-lawyers.
So you. So
I'm
yeah,
on a slow walk back to school, by the way.
This is just me. Can my like little apologies and smiles and like nice gestures after the day that they had count as comforting or supporting him?
Sure.
I would like that. I have a
Uh,
-2 to it, but I think she was trying to make him feel better and sort of like soften the
Alright.
blow of whatever is coming.
Okay.
Um, yeah. But I do have
Fail.
influence over him, so I think that becomes a 7.
That is correct.
Cool.
Cool, because when you comfort me,
So
I also mark potential.
nice.
Or clear condition.
Yeah.
Is it or? No, I'm
Yeah,
but
talking about from friend, Bull's Heart friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Never mind.
How much
Do
more awkward does it get?
do I get to
I'll-
choose if they mark potential clear or shift labels, or is that
No,
them?
they choose.
Okay. I'm trying to give you an out here. Pick smart.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna mark unmark a condition.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
yeah,
gonna pick smart though. I'm just gonna mark get rid of insecure as a thematic thing rather than a mechanically what I need. Because if
That makes
you are
sense.
comforting me, then I'm gonna
Mhm.
feel less insecure about how things went.
That makes a lot of sense.
So let's hope the vice principal attacks me, I guess. I don't know. Which literally,
so yeah.
even in my real life, wouldn't be the first time.
That's a concerning statement. I'm not sure how to respond to it.
There were different times in the 80s.
Fair.
So, that sounds like a good place to wrap up for the day, because the rest of the scenes.
Well,
Well,
real quick, ender to the scene is that when Raz walks to the car, it's suddenly going to get very dark real quick. And I am going to make just a slow, sad walk back to school. Not as fast
Playing
as
the sad,
possible. Yeah.
the sad
Loading in
walking away
place.
music from the Incredible Hulk.
But yeah, generally I just let go of my keeping time stop power to make it go back
Yep.
to normal. So it goes back to quickly what time of day it should be.
all right, and there we go. Then we'll end the session. So at the end of the session, at the end of a session where you have all 5 conditions marked, you clear them. All.
But you cleared one of them, so now I only have 4 more.
Oh, no, I was trying to be helpful.
No, you still can clear all of them.
Okay.
If you mark 5 conditions in a session, and then my general rule is you mark all 5 of them in a session, then you clear them all at the end of the session. So RK can clear all of his conditions.
The next scene is literally Arky just crying in the vice principal's office for an hour. Gets it all out.
Yeah. So
And then she said, "Okay, I've been yelling at you for the last 5 minutes. Will you pay attention to me?"
we'll see what he says at the next time. But anyways, we kind of already did end a session, so we'll just we'll call that there, and we'll end the session here.
All right.
Alrighty.
I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks,
See you.
Ren.
Good game,
Catch y'all
everybody.
later.
See ya.